Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
You can use scalar functions within SQL to create calculated fields within select statements. This allows you to display the result of a calculation within a field in the result set of a query. The calculation can refer to columns within the table selected in the From clause of the select statement. When you create calculated fields, you may want to give the calculated field, also called a calculated column, its own name, so that the user will not see the calculated expression as the field name within the result set. You can change the displayed title of any field within a result set, calculated or not, by using a column alias. While calculated fields are most often given column aliases, you can apply an alias to any field in the result set. For example, they can be useful to simplify the display name in the result set of technical or overly long field names within the source tables. For example, assume that you are selecting a quantity sold field and a unit price field from a sales table. You want the result set of the query to display these two columns with spaces within their names, and you also want a third column to display the result of multiplying the values within the quantity sold and unit price columns for each record. You want the third calculated field in the result set to have the display name of sales subtotal. The as keyword is used to apply an alias to a field within the statement. You could create a simple query that would contain the following SQL. Select quantity sold as literal quantity space sold with single quotes around it. Unit price as literal unit space price with single quotes around it. Quantity sold times unit price as literal sales subtotal with single quotes around it from sales. Now, when creating the calculated field, enter the calculation to perform within the field listing of the select clause within the select statement. If you want the field to use a column alias, follow the calculation or field name with the as keyword, and then the name of the column alias within either single or double quotation marks per your RDBMS specifications. Let's take a look at this in Access 2013. So here we have an example where we are selecting trim the first name. Trim simply removes leading and trailing spaces from a field value. Ampersand is performing concatenation, so it's combining that value with a literal space. Another concatenation with the trimmed value of the last name field as the field name of an employee name from the base table. So if we look at base table, we can see it's taking these values and trimming any spaces that may appear within those fields, and then putting them together in a new field in the result set named employee name. Now, the core SQL of creating calculated fields and column aliases is shown below. The table name parameter is the name of the table from which you are extracting the records. The field name parameter is the name of a field within the table referred to by the table name parameter. The calculated field parameter is the calculation that you want to return as a field within the result set, and the alias name parameter is the name that you want to give to the field. So generally speaking, it's select field name 1, etc., any fields you want from the table, then any calculated fields as alias name, and so on, from table name.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.